What is appreciative inquiry? James Cooper Ryder shares, it is the discovery for the best in people, their organizations, and the relevant world around them. It is an art and practice of asking the unconditional positive questions that strengthen a system's capacity to apprehend, anticipate, and heighten positive potential. Instead of negation, criticism, and spiraling diagnosis, there is discovery, dream, design, and destiny. It works from accounts of the positive change core. Appreciative inquiry links the energy of the positive core directly to any change agenda, and changes never thought possible are suddenly mobilized. Words create worlds. Reality as we know it is socially constructed through language and conversations. Appreciative inquiry is an approach to change that is based on discovering core strengths as a foundation for innovation and growth. The core strengths are derived from the word appreciate, which is the act of recognizing the best in people or the world around us. The discovery part of appreciative inquiry is derived from the word inquire, which is the act of exploration, discovery, asking questions, being open to seeing new potential and possibilities. A deficit-based paradigm sets up its own grid for seeing and acting. Appreciative inquiry offers a different reality, a different way of perceiving and living. A major assumption of appreciative inquiry is that in every organization, something works, and change can be managed through the identification of what works and the analysis of how to do more of what works. In every organization, some things work well. Appreciative inquiry assumes that even the most challenged and dispirited organization or person has narratives and practices that can resource a hopeful future. What we focus on becomes our reality. The reality is defined by whatever participants think about, talk about, work on, dream about, or plan. Appreciative inquiry teaches us that while we do not need to dismiss the serious challenges we face or the lessons of previous wrong turns, we need to center our attention and our strengths. Focus has to do with imagination, conversation, efforts, and vision. Simply by refocusing our attention, giving energy and priority to positive narratives, we will take a different path. A story, an idea, a motivation, or behavior remains hidden outside the organization's reality, or hidden in our unarticulated moods and behaviors if it's not brought into the discourse. The language we use creates our reality. Our reality, the world in which we see, converse, dream, and act, is formed by the words that we and others utter. Asking questions influences the path. No research is neutral or inconsequential. The research itself, interviewing people, using surveys, seeking opinions, weighing votes, changes a person or a group by influencing the thinking, conversations, and images of the participants. Memories, perceptions, and hopes are shaped in the midst of research questions. Change of one kind or another begins with the very first questions. People have more confidence in the journey to the future when they carry forward parts of the past. Confidence and trust can be built when questions create direct links with the organization's best and most appreciated narratives. If we carry parts of the past into the future, they should be about what is best about the past. Generative change should displace meaningless structures and dysfunctional practices with the strengths of the organization's most life-giving narratives and behaviors. It's important to value differences. Appreciative inquiry assumes the synergism of the organization's best practices, that there will be a cohesive and cumulative effect as diverse strengths are brought together in conversations and imaginations. Unlike problem solving, appreciative inquiry looks for the positive core, is grounded in stories of what has actually taken place in the past, invites people to take risks in the way they imagine the future, and is a form of collaborative inquiry. Appreciative inquiry is based on the premise that organizations change in the direction in which they inquire. In the 4D cycle of inquiry, appreciative inquiry and discovery, people talk to one another, usually via structured interviews, to discover the times when they or the organization are at their best. In the dream phase, all are encouraged to imagine and co-create the future. In the design phase, the group first derives a design possibilities map, designs elements which will be needed to deliver the future dream. And the final phase is to deliver the dream in the new design, and it's sometimes referred to as destiny. To a far greater extent than is normally acknowledged, we human beings create our own realities through symbolic and mental processes. The artful creation of positive imagery on a collective basis may be the most prolific activity that individuals and organizations can engage in if their aim is to help bring to fruition a positive and humanly significant future.